Stations of KUAM, proud sponsor of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, Guam 2016. What we own, what we have, what we share, united voice of the Pacific.
Today, welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Crystal Paco. So glad you could join us.
Hello there, and Hafide Guam. We want to get you caught up with the absolutely extraordinary events that took place today, starting at about 11 o'clock in the afternoon and leading into the late hours of this afternoon. Guam experienced 8 bomb threats at local businesses and a federal military installation. Let's get you caught up on exactly what happened. Our friends at Guam Homeland Security and the Marianas Regional Fusion Center are working with the FBI as well as the Department of Homeland Security at the federal level to determine exactly who is behind the rash of bomb scares reported today. Now, the Twitter account, Evacuation Squad, is claiming responsibility for the threats made throughout today to local shopping centers, including the Micronesia Mall, Kmart in Tamuning, the Agana Shopping Center, and Guam Premier Outlets. Now, other bomb threats were also reported in Tumon, over at the Westin Resort Guam and the Outrigger Resort Guam, as well as back in Tamuning over at Home Depot, and later down in Sumai at Naval Base Guam at the Domino's Pizza and the Navy Exchange's food court. Once again, 8 bomb threats reported today to 7 business establishments and 1 military installation. Now, according to Homeland Security spokesperson Jenica Mendici, tells us that the Regional Fusion Center is looking into all leads, including those that may be linked on social media. You heard me just talk about the one Twitter account that is claiming responsibility for that. Our friends at Adelup also ask island residents to remain at this time calm and vigilant, saying, and I quote, "We do not want to alarm or panic people, but we do ask that everybody be vigilant." Homeland Security, Guam Fire, GPD, and the Fusion Center are working with the FBI and Homeland Security. They are all tracking the events. Now, if you have any information about this, please call Guam Crime Stoppers. Their number, of course, is 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. If you have any information whatsoever, you may receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if you have any information about these bomb threats. Now, the same Twitter account, once again, Evacuation Squad, has threatened all public schools on Monday, saying that they will receive bomb threats. DOE Superintendent John Fernandez tweeted that all schools will be open tomorrow and that they are working with law enforcement professionals to assess all the threats. If you need any information about anything that we just mentioned, please go onto the KUAM News mobile app for Android or iOS. Check us out on KUAM.com, our Twitter page, our YouTube channel, or our Facebook page. We have all the information there. Please keep yourself informed. Let's now go back to Crystal with your weekend headlines.
It's a first locally as the Guam chapter of the American Red Cross implements a national program aimed at ensuring residents are safe when a fire breaks out in their home.
It's one of the campaigns, the National American Red Cross across the nation, and reaching out to the community, most especially to certain at-risk residents.
Former Guam Fire Department Chief and Guam Chapter of the American Red Cross Disaster Director Dave Pareto is leading efforts to install smoke alarms in the homes of the island's most vulnerable population.
We're referring to medically challenged home residents like bedridden, any medical disabilities that we want to target as our at-risk recipients for this campaign here. So what it is that we're going to locate those residents with the help of the Mayor's Council in showing us those residents so that we can try and persuade them for us to install smoke alarms so that when something happens in their residence, it will give them time to evacuate.
According to the American Red Cross, if a fire ignites in your home, you may have only 2 minutes to escape. Installing a fire alarm could make the difference between life and death.
And that's the goal here, and the objective is to save life and avoid any kind of injuries in home fire, especially with this medically challenged residents.
The Red Cross is partnering with the Guam Fire Department and the Mayor's Council to reach out to residents. The fire alarms are free of charge. So far, they've conducted outreach in 11 villages.
We have installed so far or visited 35 homes throughout those 11 villages, and we have installed about 65 home fire alarms. And the recipients from the clients were that they're very, very happy that we are there to help out in any way we can to avoid those kind of incidents.
For more information about the Red Cross Smoke Alarm Program, call 472-6217.
Could the court have a change of heart? Attorney Howard Trapp has filed a motion to reconsider having him represent the couple accused in the death of their 3-month-old baby boy. As we reported, Judge Anita Sokola ruled in favor of the government that there could be potential conflicts having Trapp represent both parents, Victoria Shotong and Sean Cruz. Earlier this month, the couple were married and contest they want one lawyer to represent their mutual interests. Trial was scheduled for earlier this month, but delayed due to the government's motion. A status hearing is set for March 11th. He may have had to cancel his trip to the nation's capital this month due to Winter Storm Jonas, but Senator Frank Bluss Jr. says he still plans to engage in conversations with federal officials over issues facing our island. Bluss says he plans to write to Assistant Secretary for Insular Affairs Esther Kiaina this week.
So when I go back to having a discussion about issues, I'd like to also present alternatives and solutions to this. And we believe, we feel that these are viable solutions to be able to resolve and mitigate many of these concerns that we have.
Bluss was initially supposed to attend a workforce investment conference in Washington, D.C. and had scheduled time beforehand to meet with Kiaina. He says issues he plans to relay include payment of the federal earned income tax credit, lifting the Medicaid cap, compact impact reimbursement, Veterans Affairs Air and regional transportation, and expanding economic and free trade activity in the region. And staying with news from the legislature, a roundtable discussion is scheduled for Monday to discuss the pilot pre-K program. The program, which was implemented by DOE back in October, currently is offered at only 4 schools. They are Finnegotten, Lyndon B. Johnson, Marshall Sablan, and JQ San Miguel Elementary Schools. Invited to attend are reps from the Governor's Office, DOE, Public Health, the Guam Early Learning Council, and local charter schools. The roundtable is scheduled for Monday at 10 a.m. in the legislature's public hearing room. Senators, meanwhile, are set to discuss a number of measures this week, including one that would prohibit any lawmaker from using any public money for travel and per diem. The prohibition includes the use of funds from any branch of government, the general fund, as well as autonomous, semi-autonomous, and non-autonomous agencies and public corporations of the government of Guam. Bill 207 was introduced by Senator Brant McCready, who says within the past 5 fiscal years, the legislature alone has spent nearly $250,000 or $250,000 on travel expenses. If you've got something to say about this measure, the hearing is Wednesday at 9 a.m. at the legislature. Also on Wednesday, Senator Roy Respicio will hold a roundtable meeting to discuss solutions from a recent visit to the Talifofo and Ugam rivers. Back in December, Respicio led a group of senators on a tour with the Southern Soil and Water Conservation District Board and other agencies to get a first-hand look at the problem and start the dialogue with stakeholders to develop solutions. Some of the problems caused by the growing erosion includes loss of farmland, threats to nearby historic latte sites, and jobs of local people employed in tourism-related activities along the river. The roundtable starts at 10 a.m. Introduced in December following word about a proposed hotel development in Agate, Senator Tommy Morrison's Bill 218 goes up for a public hearing on Thursday. The legislation seeks to tighten up the process by which hotels and other large-scale projects are reviewed and considered. According to Morrison, the measure highlights the importance of engaging public input where it matters most at the community level. Specifically, the legislation would mandate the inclusion of the participation of municipal planning councils of southern villages in the review and approval process for proposed commercial developments. The hearing on Bill 218 is set for 9 a.m. in the public hearing room in Hagåtña. As the Guam Election Commission officially began handing out candidate packets on Friday, several have already indicated their intentions to run by submitting organizational reports. For example, Democrat Peter Pascual has indicated plans to run for mayor of Jigo, and Bob Pelkey intends to run for mayor of Manilao.
Seems like there are quite a number of potential candidates out there. We've been distributing. People have been coming in to ask for nominating petitions.
And aside from candidates who plan to run, Guam Election Commission Executive Director Maria Pangilinan is inviting people to register to vote. They can do so at their mayor's office, with the exception of Gutnia. Additionally, GovGuam employees can sign up for the decolonization registry.
There are people in 30 different government agencies that have been deputized as voter registrars. So if Government of Guam employees and or their families wish to be registered to vote for decolonization registry, they're welcome to seek their voter registrars, deputized voter registrars in their respective agencies.
If you've got a question for the GEC about the upcoming elections, call 477-9791. The recent bomb threats have disrupted the day-to-day lives of educators, to law enforcement and public safety officials, not to mention island youth. And with the majority of students being frustrated and fed up, KUAM is planning a very special television event to start a conversation, look towards solutions, and air out concerns about this ongoing problem on Wednesday, February 3rd at 6:30 p.m. It's no joke. School bomb threats aims to gather DOE representatives, youth counselors, law enforcement, and students together for a community discussion. Make sure to tune in and join us live online in chat and on Twitter to take a stand. Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we'll rehash some of the big stories of the past week, and still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers report.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
Congratulations! Just won! I did!
You too can win in Calvo's Insurance Ride Your Dreams giveaway. If you are a Calvo's Insurance home or personal auto customer, you qualify to enter by texting LOYAL to 2015. And if you need an insurance quote, text quote to 2015 for a chance to win in our grocery giveaway. Thank you, Guam, for placing your trust in Calvo's. Insure with Calvo's today and ride your dreams to reality.
One of our main goals at Payless Supermarkets is to build a healthier, happier community. So in 2016, we want to introduce the redesigned Health Smart program. Meet our registered dietitian.
Half a day, I'm Rose.
She's here to assist you with nutritional education and simple ways to make healthier decisions while shopping. Together, we've created 7 health-related categories, and we'll be featuring products from each category every month. Look for these Health Smart labeled items on our shelves to help you find healthier choices for your dietary needs. You can also sign up for weekly store tours with Rose, where you can learn helpful nutritional information about Health Smart items. There will also be special deals after each tour or discounts for partnering gyms. Spaces are limited, so sign up at our service counters or at paylessmarkets.com. And if you're looking for some healthy ideas, visit us on Start Smart Mondays, where our Jackie Boots will be sampling delicious healthy products and recipes you can try at home. We hope to help you so that the healthy choice is also the easy choice for a healthier, happier you.
Get ready. It's time to party, to rally, to run in paradise. 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon. All the fun in one great run, in one great half-a-day experience. Register today.
I am track winner.
I'm a baller.
I'm a golfer.
I'm swimmer.
Hey, neighbor.
We are parents of an athlete.
I am a coach.
We are volunteers.
Let me win. Can I win?
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Make a difference in an athlete's life. Be a part of Special Olympics Guam.
Keep our dreams alive.
Get involved today.
It's Triple J Auto Group's Drive Now and Pay Later event going on now. Buy the car of your dreams and make no payment for 90 days. Get in an all-new Honda, Acura, Ford, Mazda, Lincoln, Volvo, or Kia and pay nothing for 3 months on approved credit. Plus, we've got unbelievable savings in all remaining 2015s and many 2016s. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Drive Now, Pay Later event. Visit us online at carsquam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Download our free app on Apple and Google stores. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Hot day and welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the weekend. There was plenty on the news. Ready, Issa?
Definitely. This is a very busy week for my beat. So I cover education, and I have to say, as of Friday, the number of bomb threats that were received at Department of Education schools went up to an astonishing 45, which is crazy. There were 33 in just last week alone. So Superintendent John Fernandez tweeted that it was a very rough week for DOE. But along with these threats, there were, a lot of arrests that came with them. And we do have a public service announcement campaign coming out in the coming weeks. A lot of students speaking out against you, so look out for that.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. Definitely. And aside from that, I was also kind of busy with GMH. There's been a lot of work with the management advisory team. But the biggest news out of last week was that the new hospital CEO was announced as Peter John Camacho. This is actually his 3rd term, so he's a really nice guy, so I'm excited to see what he does for the hospital. How about you guys?
Well, I've got some good news to report. The Guam Power Authority, they made a proposal to which was approved by the Public Utilities Commission to reduce the LEAC, which is the Levelized Energy Adjustment Clause. But basically what that means is that everybody's going to pay about 10% less on their power bill. So that's good news. So if you've got the average, which is about 1,000 kilowatts a month, then your bill will go down about almost $20. So that's the good news for the week.
That's good.
Well, I have some good news depending on who you ask. This week, lawmakers went back into session to discuss an issue they were discussing the whole time last year about raises. So a resolution was introduced and adopted this week, and it called for the speaker to call senators into session to reconsider the vote on Bill 204. That's the bill that will repeal raises for all elected officials and cabinet members. So lawmakers went into session this week, and they actually passed the bill this time. It fell last year. They passed it with a vote of 9 yes and 5 no. 2 people who voted no last year, they were James Espadon and Rory Fisher. They changed their vote this time around to a yes. And so they said a lot of it had to do with an oversight hearing with like BBMR, DOA, and Revenue Tax regarding the finances of Guam. So that bill passed and it heads to the governor's office for signature.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Or I guess you're right. It's good news or bad news, depending on who you ask. And as for myself, I spent a lot of time at the court. And this is probably the trial everyone's going to want to watch, the Mark Torrey Jr. trial. He is a former GPD officer and the murder suspect in the death of Albert Piolo, who was also a longtime GPD officer. He was fatally shot in the chest last summer specifically. And when he called 911, he allegedly told dispatchers that he was with Mark Torrey Jr. at the time. So what's in question right now in the court, even though trial's not till June, right now, the court has to take action on whether or not we can use footage from a body camera worn off a responding police officer. So I don't know how you feel about body cameras, Guam, but you guys actually, we had a pulse of the people, and most of you actually said that you would like to see GPD wearing body cams. So this kind of follows what's happening nationally. We want GPD officers maybe to be more accountable, more transparent. But what's interesting enough, though, is that GPD has no rules or regs on body cameras. So whether or not this footage will hold up in court is up to Judge Michael Bordalio to decide. And so just keep it locked here to KUAM. And if you would like us to cover any stories, email us at reporters@kuam.com.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger, which changes how you read a text, read an email, read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. The camera shoots 4K video now, and selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. So yeah, that's what's changed.
break bones. We're in the car on a highway. It's a magical feeling that no one's got home. You're a catalyst to your happiness, you know. This is your home. It's alive. It's pumping blood. In a home, my world is
New year, new ride. It's Cars Plus New Year's sales event. For a limited time only, make no payments for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days. The spacious award-winning Hyundai Santa Fe saved $4,000. The redesigned Hyundai Tucson saved $4,000. The luxurious Genesis by Hyundai saved $7,500. Now's the time to buy from Cars Plus during our New Year sales event. And if we mention no payment for 90 days, get to Cars Plus and Mighty today before your favorite Hyundai is sold. Pre-apply at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Dancing, it's a form of art, vibrant, moving, evolving. With every move, every step, every rhythm, behind every dance is a story of who I am, who we were, and who we are as a community. As Pacific Islanders at the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts,
I will share my story.
What's that?
What? That? A hat? Do you like my hat?
No, that. They're towing our car.
Car? We have gone so far.
What's going on?
We can't afford to have it fixed because it's out of warranty.
Stop making excuses. Trade in your car at Guam Auto Spot for a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Make us an offer. Fill in the blank. What's your payment?
Welcome back, everybody. Of course, our island community was shocked and disturbed by the news of the bomb threats. So many of them happened this week. Officer Paul Tapao with the Guam Crime Stoppers organization is here. Now, Paul, I wanted to talk before we go to the crime of the week very briefly. We've used and heard the phrase terroristic conduct all this week. What exactly does that entail in terms of punishment?
Well, the law defines it as a third-degree felony. It is an arrestable offense if you're 18 and over. Any adult that conveys any threats that may cause an evacuation is an arrestable offense based on terroristic conduct. It's a third-degree felony. Now, if it's a minor, we would have to take them into custody. Be that if it's a student, we do all the procedures with DOE, work with the administrators, and of course their parents, and we do the confinement policies in accordance with the Department of Youth Affairs. From there, it goes to the juvenile drug court with the court system, and they determine how long they stay, any types of restitution. Because remember what they're doing, they're causing an inconvenience not just to the entire island, especially the classes and everything, but also to the community, the first responders, and of course to the students themselves. So there is that sort of separation that they're missing from, within the community. So.
Yeah, and you and your colleagues, and it's not only you guys within and women within GPD, but it's also, the feds were getting involved, military personnel.
Absolutely. We're taking everything post 9/11. Every threat that's conveyed, we have to take it at post 9/11. Take it at extreme circumstances. And that means getting our bomb detection dogs, getting EOD on standby. They're not really operational. They're just situation awareness where this is what's going on in the event that something should happen. We're going to go ahead and activate you guys. So there's a play chart in which we go by. We do have medics on standby. So you look at it, the island's missing a medic unit, and an engine unit. In the event of an actual emergency, you have down officers, you have down medical units that can be used, in accordance to where the emergency is needed. So we have to follow the play chart in how we execute a bomb threat evacuation.
All right. Well, what's this week's crime of the week?
Unfortunately, it's the two threats that happened at Simon Sanchez High School and Southern High.
All right. Let's find out more and find out what you can do to help.
The School Crime Stoppers program and the Department of Education is asking the island's help relative to two bomb threats that occurred at KUAM High School. According to the police report, on Thursday, January 14, officers from the Dedado Precinct Command and school officials from Simon Sanchez High School conducted a bomb sweep of the northern school due to a bomb threat that was made earlier in the week. Due to the safety concerns for the students, Department of Education administrators had decided to cancel classes for the day for both Simon Sanchez High School and FB Leon Guerrero Middle School. On Friday, January 15th, officers from the Southern Precinct Command, along with school officials from Southern High School, conducted a bomb sweep of the Southern campus due to a threat that was made within the day. As a cautionary measure and the safety of the students, the school officials had decided to cancel classes for that day. The students from Simon Sanchez and Southern High School are asking the island's help relative to these two incidents that occurred. If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. You can also send a text to 486-HELP. That's 486-4357. You can also submit information of a crime through our webpage at guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615, 6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
All right, Paul, thanks so much. As always, how can we be of more assistance to those of you who are professional law enforcement people?
You know, I want to send this to the students of the school, the respective schools. Earlier in the week when I visited the schools, especially Simon Sanchez, I saw the frustration. And we're going to ask the students, we're going to ask the kids to empower themselves. You be the ones to make the difference. You be the ones to take care of that culture. We can only do our part as adults and as administrators of the school. Do the right thing. Make the call. If you hear anything, we can help put a stop to this. It's going to take everybody's effort to put a stop to this. And we're going to ask the students to step up, make the difference. Give us a call. Call Crime Stoppers. Visit our webpage at guamcrimestoppersweb.com. Submit a tip. It's that simple.
And for people that are worried about, like, will I be named, will my classmates or will my peers know me as like a narc, if people still use that word, you can guarantee their anonymity and their privacy.
Absolutely. Full anonymity. Nobody's going to find out. Nobody's going to know that you stepped up and you became the hero and you made the difference. We practice that as far as the prosecution, as far as the payout. We don't even know who we're paying the money to. The rewards are payout. We're offering up to $1,000. It's a lot of money to put out, for information for an arrest. So
absolutely.
Make the difference. Give us a call.
All right. Well, thanks so much. And hopefully we'll be able to bring this to a resolve very quickly.
I hope so. Thank you so much.
All right. Please stay tuned, everybody. We're back after this.
These used cars are Nissan certified. And let me show you why I stand behind every used car that we sell. First, our certified technicians inspect every used car to make sure it's safe, reliable, and mechanically sound. Then any scratches and dings are given first-class treatment at our body shop. And after thorough detailing inside and out, the car is ready for sale. At a price that's always below Blue Book. That makes Nissan used cars your best buy.
Advances in technique and medications used to prevent dental pain have shattered the myth that a dental visit is something to fear. Even the dreaded root canal or wisdom tooth extraction. Swabbing or spraying a topical numbing agent on before the injection and using different techniques and anesthetics can create a relatively comfortable or pain-free injection. Injections are often the most feared procedure. Some patients don't like the sounds or the vibrations of decay removal. If you're still nervous or you gag easily, despite these techniques, very safe oral medicines can be taken before your dental appointment to eliminate all fears, or some clinics use nitrous oxide gas. Pain relievers can easily be prescribed to eliminate mild to severe dental discomfort after any visit. For your Helpful Dental Minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do.
time for Shop Guam 2015. The Guam Visitors Bureau and more than 100 Shop Guam partners have teamed up to bring back the Shop Guam Festival, going on now until February 15th. This annual interactive shopping experience highlights Guam as a fun, fashionable, and diverse shopping destination while giving our local community access to more than 200 deals and discounts with new only on Guam and event features. Look for the Shop Guam logo at your favorite stores. Download the free Shop Guam mobile app and enjoy incredible discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment.
New year, new rides. Cars Plus New Year's sales event. For a limited time only, make no payments for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days. The spacious award-winning Hyundai Santa Fe save $4,000. The redesigned Hyundai Tucson save $4,000. The luxurious Genesis by Hyundai save $7,500. Now's the time to buy from Cars Plus during our New Year sales event. And if we mention no payment for 90 days, get to Cars Plus and Mighty today before your favorite Hyundai is sold. Pre-apply at carsplusguam.com. Cars Plus, driven by you.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Turning 13 this weekend, Evan Joe Fidel Sablan, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Therese P. Iglesias. Happy birthday to you, Jordine Titano, coming from the family. Happy birthday, Chad Joseph. Love the entire family. And to you, Jesse Sablan, celebrating this weekend. Goring Babauta, happy birthday. Tochi Luanag, happy birthday, Uncle. Many more years to come. We love you, coming from your families, the Garcias, Santoses, Nicholas, and Rageses. Happy birthday to you, Kobe Joe Sanchez, Timing Low. Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Make sure to include your photo, your name, and birth date so we can celebrate you. That's all the time we have from all of us here on Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D,